why do I get the ship that's propped up on these really tall ladders? It's just not fair. Is this even my ship? No, that's not my ship. Okay, this isn't unfair. Never mind. Mine's the red ship, that one there. Ah, friends from Earth are texting me. Two tables and an assload of beds. I have a feeling not everybody's sitting down in that. To bridge. Oh, right, this is long before you can run upstairs. Alright, I'm at the bridge. Did I miss a sign? Current location, NTM station. Oh, that's probably it right there. Read note 18. Private Smith walks up to you. He speaks. Captain, due to the loss of Ensign Harris, would you allow me to take her place? I know I am technically the first officer, but we need an ensign. And I feel like I should take it. You agree, and then tell him to tell Leklerook of the Uemkapad that we are ready to leave. Leklerook responds and says to tell the arrival's computer to follow him. You do so. The commander of Finium contacts you and the Uemkapad. Alright, so we're thinking the Neldorian fleet is large, very large. If we just take a little bit of rubidium, it won't be enough. We are going to need the entire planet, and we can't possibly move that much rubidium safely. We are going to need both the arrival and the Uemkapad to use their tractor beams to move the planet to Neldorian space. And we will build a machine that will take all of rubidium on Ranchi and send it through a teleportation beam to the Neldorian ships. Leklerook, will your government object to this plan? Since this planet is in their space after all, Lek responds. Well, I would have to talk to them, but I don't think they will care. Ranchi serves no use to us, and many are scared that if it should fall into enemy hands, it could be used against us by being slammed into Victicad, a planet made almost entirely of water. The results would not be too good. But how do you think you're going to move to it? Surely two ships can't pull an entire planet out of the orbit of its two stars. The gravitational pull of the stars is too great, not to mention the weight of the planet. I mean, you're talking about pulling a planet. And what about the effects of bringing the new planet into the Neldorian system? Or systems that we pass through on the way? It may mess with the orbits of planets, which is never a good thing. The commander of Finium responds, well, we recently shot down an Eldorian ship. It seems like they have more advanced technology than we thought. The ship was carrying a prototype mass-altering device. It seems to be the only one they have in existence. It is capable of altering any object's mass to the point that a planet or ship will seem much lighter than it actually is. The mass of the object stays the same, but the device seems to phase the mass of the object, causing it to be lighter than it actually is. Will we use the device on the planet, and then both ships will be able to pull it at a normal speed to the Neldorian system. When the planet is needed, we will deactivate the device and begin using Ranchi's rubidium to destroy the Neldorian ships. The addition of Ranchi into the system will only affect Neldorian systems, so we don't care too much if their planets are messed up. Once the rubidium has destroyed the Neldorian ships, we will activate the Neldorian death ray on Rashnoka. The mass-altering device is already there in orbit aboard the human ship. The device is used on the planet, and you and the Uemkapad are easily able to pull the planet with your tractor beams. You begin to take the planet to the Neldorian system. Info 11. Runchamos system. The Runchamos system is a quarry-controlled system. It contains no habitable planets. The planets it contains are Ranchi and Linik. Linik is a gas giant planet with nothing much of interest. Ranchi is a strange phenomenon. The planet is made almost entirely of rubidium, with small deposits of magnesium. Ranchi comes from the quarry word for avoid. They gave it this name because the first time the quarry found this planet, they attempted to land on it. They found the surface was made up of a soft, butter-like substance. They could not stand on it because they would sink through the ground. Sounds like quicksand. They took a sample of the material to study it. The quarry had never seen rubidium before. Due to their aquatic nature, the rubidium was accidentally dropped in the water inside the quarry ship orbiting Ranchi, and a violent explosion occurred. They realized that the entire planet was made of the stuff, so they named it Ranchi, telling other quarry to avoid it due to its disagreement with water. Ranchimos is a binary star system. It has two stars named Clack and Calc. And now our ship is somewhere else. And apparently I need to read note 20. You arrive at the Neldorian home planet Rashnoka with the Uamkapod and the planet Ranchi in tow. Normally, bringing two planets of similar size this close together would cause catastrophic changes in the planet's orbit, or may have caused the two planets to collide. But fortunately, the mass-altering device is doing its job well. Once you arrive, you are greeted by thousands of Neldorian ships guarding their planet. That must be all those. And they have TNT. I don't like the look of that. On your side, there are also ships from the humans, the quarry, and the Rashi. You tell Smith to send a message to all ships on your side, asking them to check in and tell the arrival of their status. You also tell them of what you plan to do with Ranchi. All ships report back and everyone is ready to go. You then get a message from Sasek Nudreshikian Koto, the Neldorian king. What is the meaning of this? Why have you brought an entire planet into our system? What do you plan to do with it? I'll have you know that I have 10,000 Eldorian battleships at my command, so don't try anything. I also see that you have stolen our mass-altering device. Leave it to the humans to be thieves. Smith then stands up and responds. Well, Sussex, he gets cut off by the Neldorian. Sussex? You will refer to me as your Royal Highness King Koto. Smith cuts him off. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, the humans, Quarry, and the Rashi are sick of the way you treat the rest of the galaxy. We have come to make you pay for your crimes. And 10,000 battleships? No problem. You're up against 3 major powers in the galaxy. 1 major power against 3? I wonder how this will turn out. And as for the planet, well, I guess you'll have to find out. Now go die in a hole, you Rashnaflakas. You are impressed that Smith knows any Neldorians. You recall learning in your youth that Rashnaflakas roughly translates to son of a bitch in Neldorian. The Neldorian king lets out a scream of rage as you cut communications. Smith then speaks. Is Smith around here somewhere? Alright, Captain. Let's finish them once and for all. Make them pay for all the people they've killed. It's time to end this. You then get a message from the commander of Finium. The device is ready. We can use it to transmit the rubidium to the Neldorian ships and destroy them. Some of the rubidium will likely travel to Rashnoka itself, triggering explosions. Then once the rubidium has done its job, take the arrival and use the death ray on the planet. I should warn you though, transmitting the rubidium could be dangerous for a few reasons. First of all, to transmit the rubidium, we have to deactivate the mass-altering device, which won't turn out good because the two planets' gravities will mess with each other. Also, the transfer of rubidium may cause some explosions on Ranchi, and the Neldorian ships being destroyed will be dangerous too. Just be advised that your ship may take some damage. We're waiting on you to start the process. Go down to the lower level of the bridge and press the button that says Begin Attack. So let me look around. We have quite an interesting shaped ship. Wait, was there... 2 signs up there? Oh, it sucks not being able to run upstairs. Let's see what Note 12 has to say about the Sinvaka system. The Sinvaka system is the home system of the Neldorians. It gave me a pronunciation chart there. It contains 3 planets. The first planet is Rashnoka, the home planet of Neldorians. Rashnoka is covered in jungles and deserts. The second planet in the Sinvaka system is Grakhaya. Grakhaya is a ice planet that contains a Neldorian colony. Naturally, because the Neldorians are reptiles, they do not like cold climates, so the colony on Grakhaya has only about 1,000 Neldorians. That's actually probably pronounced Grakhaja, but I tend to read J's as Y's. The last planet in this Sinvaka system is Roknufe. Roknufe is a planet made of rocks similar to those found on Mars. The planet's atmosphere is composed of sulfuric gas, so it is not a habitable planet. One of these times I'm going to mix up the keyboard and shut down Minecraft instead of a note. Alright, begin attack. And then read note 21. You press the button, and there is widespread destruction. It blew up the sun. Human Command begins transporting the rubidium from Ranchi onto the Neldorian ships, and some of it onto Rashnoka itself. This destroys Ranchi and the Neldorian ships, and Rashnoka completely. Your ship has taken some minor damage due to the explosion, but it can be fixed in a few days. You contact the commander of Finium and say that you guess you don't have to use the death ray. He responds, "Yeah, that was the original plan, but I guess we underestimated the power of rubidium. A lot of rubidium was transported to Rashnoka and it reacted with the water on the planet, causing the whole planet to be destroyed. We have won a major victory, my friend." You ask if any of the Neldorians survived. "Well, none on the planets, that's for sure. But it looks like a few ships that weren't in the system survived. And the Neldorians have one colony planet, Grakhaya, but only has about 1,000 Neldorians. I would say that out of an original 10 billion Neldorians, there are now about 1,500 or so. They will be outraged about this for sure. But the Neldorians no longer are a major power in the galaxy. Their numbers are too small, and they've lost their home planet along with most of their resources. We'll keep an eye on them, though. You never know if they'll try to retaliate. You think about what just happened. You feel bad that almost 10 billion Neldorians just died. You and your comrades just committed genocide. Do you realize that, though it had to be done, the Neldorians would have killed billions before humans, Quarry, and other races if they had been allowed to continue? You and the other ships leave the ruins of Rashnoka. Some of the ships go to the Neldorian colony of Grakhaya to make sure fighting doesn't start there. Other ships return to their home planets. You take the arrival back to Finium for repairs. The fight is over. You can finally relax. After your ship is repaired, you and your crew return to duty on board the arrival. It's been a few months since the destruction of Rashnoka, and the galaxy is a much more peaceful place now without the Neldorians to attack everything. All the escaped Neldorian ships have been destroyed or captured, and the Neldorian colony of Grakhaya has been spared. Surviving Neldorians are free to live there under careful watch of human and Quarry officials. The Neldorians are furious about what happened, but there haven't been any major conflicts. You and your crew successfully saved the galaxy from the Neldorian threat. You can continue to travel in the arrival, helping humanity in any way you can. The end. Did you know that there were 26 hidden diamonds on this map? See how many you collected and post your score on the map's forum page. I only collected 5. However, I have a feeling that a lot of the diamonds were when I warped to ships when their location was different places. all those different instances of the ship. There are probably chests sitting up here in the cargo area with diamonds in it. That's probably where they all went. But I wasn't thinking about diamonds, and I didn't go look for them here at that point. So, I guess I only got 5 diamonds. Oh well. Thank you for playing, Map Creator, the Ninja Turkey. And thank you guys for watching.